Joanne Tolosa.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you today and that the rains have stopped and it's nice and sunny outside. And thank you for attending our monthly service this morning, and happy birthday again to everyone who's celebrating a birthday this month of February. As you know, that the reasons we are here today is to thank Tenji Kainokami, our Divine Parent, to thank Ikigami Konko Daijin, our founder and divine mediator, and our Mitama ancestral spirits, and give thanks for our loved ones and for our own gift of life this month. I know I'm preaching to the choir today since you are all here today, but let's make time to come to church, preferably in person. But of course, virtually is a great option for individuals whose church is far away or there isn't one in your area to give thanks to Kami-sama. Whether in person or virtually, making the time just 1 hour within one day a month. We are putting Kami-sama first. So let's put Kami-sama first, at least 1 hour a month, and gradually increase that amount of time in which devoting ourselves to Kami-sama, keeping Divine Parent Kami-sama in our hearts and our thoughts. It becomes something natural, something automatic, without a need for conscious, intentional thought. With live streaming, joining virtually, it's literally just 1 hour to devote, to put Kami-sama and our beloved ancestors once a month. We eliminate getting dressed, driving, or walking to church. Why, we don't even have to get out of bed. So what is preventing us, people, from offering our hearts of appreciation to Kami-sama for our divine blessings and offering our love and appreciation to our beloved Mitama ancestral spirits this month? So I'd like everyone to reflect on that. Yesterday, at our last day of the 30 days of our winter special prayer service for the year, I spoke about us being obstacles or barriers to ourselves. We can change our patterns of behavior, but what does that take? It simply takes a first step, and then continuing to engage in that action mindfully, intentionally, consciously, until it becomes automatic and natural. Just like praying and giving thanks, at first it may seem unfamiliar and we may feel uneasy trying something new because we are uncertain of what the outcome will be. But with practice, we become more comfortable and gain more confidence that we will be okay trying it and may even enjoy it and find meaningfulness in it. By directing our hearts towards Kami, being Kami-centered, Kami-focused, do you know what happens? Things tend to fall in place. Things tend to fall in place. We see the world as an interconnected place, and we see that we are connected with the world around us. We feel a sense of belonging, that we belong in our part of our families, our communities, society, the universe, our family members, ancestors who have gone before us. If we are not part of a family related by blood, we can find comfort in knowing that we are definitely a part of the Konko family, this Konko family. Can you think of something that you have been putting off but have been wanting to do? We can put our mind at ease when we truly trust in Kami, leave everything up to Kami, and have a faith and a heart that can face whatever comes our way. Why? Because we know that Kami is always with us and loves us unconditionally, just like our ancestors, at least the ones whose hearts are also one with Kami. For those ancestral spirits who still need to grow, the ones who left this physical world with anguish or regrets or fear and or sorrow, let us pray for them so that they can change and grow to be at peace and happy. That is one of the main reasons we are here today, to pray for our ancestral loved ones, their eternal peace and happiness. We are also here to thank our divine mediator, Ikigami Konko Daijin, for being a deeply sincere person that Kami-sama took notice of and could trust to share Kami-sama's heart, unconditional love, will, and wondrous teachings with us so that we can acknowledge our interconnectedness with Kami-sama, all people and all living things, so that we can have a peaceful and joyful heart. So rather than live in fear, doubt, and worry, let's embrace Kami-sama, at least setting aside just 1 hour, 1 day a month, this monthly service day, meaning just 12 times a year as a start to put Kami-sama first, not putting that sports event or that movie or a trip first, Kami-sama first. And then you and we will have the opportunity to realize that the broad, open heart, love, kindness, compassion, patience, understanding, humbleness that we gain and we develop will bring us, or at least bring us closer to a heart free of doubt, worry, fear. And in other words, we'll have a waga kokoro, a peaceful, joyful heart. So let's not be a barrier or obstacle to ourselves in growing our faith. Let's take action with this one simple step, attending the monthly service, as our founding head minister, Reverend Yoshiaki Fukuda, taught us, preferably in person, but at least virtually on YouTube. This is from the teachings in chapter 14, Live with Faith. Make the monthly service our priority. Teaching 1, always attend the monthly service. Teaching 2, the significance of a church service is not determined by the number of attendees. However, the monthly service is the highlight of your faith for the month. Every believer should come together as a group at the service to confirm his or her faith. I know I'm actually preaching to, again, as I mentioned, I'm preaching to the choir, because the fact that you are all here and present, in person or virtually, you have put Divine Parent Kami first today. So let's do our best to make it every month, and before we know it, we are putting Kami-sama first always. Thank you. I now have some announcements. Yesterday, after we completed the 30 days of the winter special training, we ended the service with a Japanese celebration, a breakfast celebration for those who came in person. So I want to thank our chefs, Reverend Alan Matsui and Reverend Kawahatsu. Ronnie Sensei, did you cook too? But he helped clean and set up everything. And then also thank you to our dishwasher, our minister's assistant, Avi Ayabe. Eiji-san did the dishes yesterday. Thank you so much, Eiji-san. And we hope you can join us at least once next year sometime. When it starts again on January 6th. Even just one time. As I said, you can just go on Zoom. You don't even have to get out of bed. Just you could listen to, start the day with prayers and sermon by one of us ministers and thoughts for the day. Thank you. Last Saturday, we held a private service, a 1-year anniversary, and the urn interment for our dear elder, Mr. Kinya Matsuno. So he's there at the cemetery, so please feel free to visit him as well when you visit the Japanese Koma Cemetery. Our Northern California regional seminar with Fresno, Sacramento, and San Jose churches will take place next Saturday from 10 to 1 o'clock. And this will also include lunch. So we're actually going to end about noon, and then lunch will be like from 12 to 1. So if you plan to join us, please let us know by Wednesday so that we have enough food for lunch. And then if you're going to join us by Zoom, then you just need to let us know by Friday so that I could send you the handouts by email ahead of time. And the topic is planning for the afterlife, Konko rituals and ceremonies. It's a good refresher. Reverend Kawahatsu and I had given this seminar, I found out it was 11 years ago, it was September of 2012. So we're going to go over that, and then we'll have the other ministers from the other head ministers from other churches share how they conduct services for people who transition to their spiritual life. So we hope you can join us. February 12th is the deadline to sign up for joining. It's a one-night stay with our parent church, Konko Church of Tokyo, their pilgrimage group in Fukuyama at the New Castle Hotel, September 30th. It's a Saturday. And so we'll be checking into the hotel, have dinner together as a group, and then the next morning, October 1st, we'll take the train from Fukuyama to Okayama to our headquarters in Konko as a group and attend the October 1st Fall Ikigami Konko Daijin Grand Ceremony and the 140th spiritual birthday celebration of our founder. So this ceremony, the grand ceremony, fall grand ceremony, takes place 3 times a year to accommodate all the believers that attend throughout Japan and the world. And so in addition to October 1st date that we'll be planning to attend, there's also Sunday, October 8th, and then Tuesday, October 10th, the actual day of the founder's passing or transition. On Sunday, February 19th, is the Bay Area's 44th Day of Remembrance, and unlike past years where it used to take place at the Sundance Kabuki Theater, it will take place just next door at Christ United Presbyterian Church from 2 o'clock. So we ministers of the interfaith group will also be in attendance with that ceremony, and we hope you can join us from 2 to 4 on February 19th. Remembering Executive Order, is it 6022? Forgot already. the Executive Order that brought all the Japanese Americans with Japanese descent into the concentration camps. On April 8th, that will be the date of the Konko Church of Los Angeles head minister, Reverend Alfred Suyuki's celebration of life service. At this time, we still don't know the time or location, but definitely it's on April 8th, and I plan to represent our church by attending that service. So if you also want to attend, please let us know. Okay. Thank you. Today we have a new person. Her name is Nicole, I believe. If you want to stand up, Nicole, we want to welcome you today. Okay. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Did you also attend the parade yesterday? The parade, yes. She actually, it was Reverend Kawahatsu who had provided her information about the church and the We Are One group. So welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Can everyone please turn to page 46? We'll sing the song Shining, Shimmering